practicing lawyer for 29 years, almost 3 decades. I started my career as a federal civil rights prosecutor at the Justice Department in Washington. By the time I was 28 years old, I had prosecuted the head of the Ku Klux Klan and 13 of his associates for hate crimes in Louisiana. I later tried and convicted a member of the White Aryan Resistance in Southern California. And then really my first job was traveling the country, chasing down and holding accountable people who would hurt others for what they are, not who they are. I then went overseas with my new wife, Robin Rosenberg, who's still my wife 25 years later, and helped start a reform law faculty in the Czech Republic after the fall of communism in Eastern Europe. And came back, joined the U.S. Attorney's Office here in the Southern District of Florida, and I was a federal prosecutor for several years here, prosecuting all different types of cases, and then became the Civil Rights Division Chief of the U.S. Attorney's Office and supervised, again, hate crime, official misconduct, corruption cases, and involuntary servitude or human trafficking cases as we know them now. I left the U.S. Attorney's Office as a section chief and joined a large law firm as a partner following the night, and practiced in state and federal courts for several years, and then went into practice with my wife, Robin Rosenberg, and we represented plaintiffs in employment and labor disputes. I then ran and served as your state attorney, as some of you will remember, and in that capacity as your elected state attorney, I supervised an office of 125 lawyers and 200 support staff, and was responsible for several 100,000 prosecutions trying to hold those accountable who hurt and committed state crimes. I then left with the general counsel of a large corporation for 4 years, and now I'm back reintroducing myself to you and to the community to re-enter public service.